How's it going, internet? Welcome to a very different type of video for me. And you're going to find out why very shortly, because I don't do these sort of videos. This YouTube channel is mainly for my stream Let's Plays. Over on Twitch, I do is just cut them up and stick them on YouTube as like a storage thing. But I feel like something needs to be said about the state of Payday 3. Because the footage you're watching, right, is from a week ago. I'm recording, me speaking right now, this video is being made on the 25th of September. And Payday 3 came out for early access for Silver and Gold a week ago. And the reason I'm having to use this old footage is because if you are unaware, somehow, after the Steam bombing, Twitter going nuts and all this, and all the other YouTubers talking about this, Payday 3's servers are non-existent. And you need servers on this game because they made it online only, which is a real shame. I don't blame Overkill for any of this. I blame the higher ups. Right? The devs have been said they've been working day and night to try and fix it, and I'll give them credit. Some nights the servers have worked. Me, Monica, and Steve were doing a stealth run yesterday on their streams, and the servers died towards the end. But I also don't want this video to come out negatively. Entirely, I will talk about the negative stuff, but I also want to point out a few pros because, as I put in the title, I hope. Because I made the thumbnail before I actually read this, but made this video, but still. It's a good game. I stand by that. Payday 3 is a solid game. So if we put put all the server shit aside, Payday 3 is a decent sequel. It runs fine. Like I have played since I first played the beta. When they brought out the stress test beta, they wanted us to test. Literally, the entire point of the beta they put out that I played was to crash them. Right? They literally put out a tweet saying, "Hi, Steelers, we want you to crash our servers. Like in this beta, get on it." And they put out a tweet when we did it saying, "Thank you," and like congratulating us for crashing their servers in the beta. That was the beta I played, and that was enough to make me get the gold edition. Granted, I was getting the gold edition anyway because I love Payday 2. So the gold edition was getting got anyway, but at that point I went out and bought it anyway, and that was it, done, pre-ordered. Early access came out, which is what, well, like I said, this gameplay is coming from. Me and Ronick instantly streamed it. We streamed the entire storyline, which they added, which by the way is change number one that I love, the fact they've added the storyline, and not like a half-assed attempt like they did in Payday 2. Well, I don't mean like the storyline Payday 2 was there, but like the campaign they put in felt to me half-assed. Excuse me. And that is change number one. I am glad they finally put a proper storyline in Payday. For people like me that like the lore, it's there for us to do. If you're not a fan of the lore, you just go heisting, right? For example, I think it's Steve-O isn't that big on the storyline, but me and Moronic like it. So he just comes on and heists of us. We play the story by ourselves, sort of thing. That changed from number one, I like it. Number two, the gameplay actually, now that I've got a good week in it, feels solid. It's like they tried to like mix the tacticalness of Payday the Heist, but was a bit more faster paced and tiny bit more forgiving, like Payday 2. Like the Payday the Heist, I didn't play much of it, I'll be honest. But from what I played, if you sit out in the open around, you're dead. Right, you had to play Payday the Heist tactically. Whereas Payday 2, if you ran the right build, like I did, I ran a dodge build, I could run around fucking circles, right? And I'd die if I fucked up. Or if I tried something stupid, right? And I'd die. So it's like Payday 3, they've gone for a balance of both. When to me, a lot of others disagree, but I will say I think they've near enough nailed it. I think a little bit tweaking down the line, and they would have perfected it. My build currently, you're not seeing it in this gameplay, like this gameplay's old, but I'm currently running a hostage-taking speed build on it, and I am loving it. So like if we're holding down a vault or something, I'm taking hostages, holding them as a human shield and blasting them with a 1911 pistol. Or if we're looting, I'm using my speed build and just sprinting back and forth and barring the helicopter, getting all this loot. And it feels so much like I feel like I'm in a movie, right? Which is what Payday are going for. They've been going for like the Reservoir Dogs and heist films since the heist. But I think in Payday 3 they nailed it, more or less. Like I said, a little bit tweaking. Maybe might get it there. I could say what, but I don't actually know off the top of my head. Like I haven't got. By the way, I haven't got a script anyway. I've got like 6 notes here to go off of, which is like the pros and cons. But that's it. I'm not reading a script or anything. This is all just as I make it up. I'm making it up as I go along. That's the kind of content creator I am. Okay, I make it up as I go along. But anyway, yeah, gameplay feels so much smoother, and it looks good. Like when I first saw gameplay of it on the Unreal Engine, I was meh with it because I kind of liked the look of 2. Right, I've got thousands or so hours in 2, and I'd kind of come to love the look of 2. So when I saw it on the Unreal Engine, I thought it looks pretty, but I don't know. Something just not sitting right with me. But when I played it, that all changed. That went out the window. I love the new looks, except from the heisters. I throw that out there now. I am someone that liked the fact that Dallas, Chains, and Hawks all looked like the actors portraying them in 2. And I love the live action stuff. I still want a Payday film series or Payday film with those characters. I can't think off the top of my head who fucking plays them. But I had to do that plays Dallas and Chains, play Dallas and Chains. I want to play Hawks, play Hawks and all that. And just give me that in live action. It'll be dope. But anyway, back to it. That is one thing I don't like is... Actually, no, Joy got a nice update. I like Joy's update. But I don't like the main 4s. I kind of wish they kept it looking... I know it's like 5 years on from Payday 2. So they're supposed to look older, but they look nothing like their Payday 2 counterparts. Again, Joy's the only one that I like the change of. What else was there? The gunplay... I can mix that into the gameplay, I suppose. The gunplay, like I said, feels fantastic. Although, some guns do feel a little less oomph than they do in 2 from the sounds. But I think that's because Payday 2 guns were just loud. Let's be real. Payday 2 guns were just obnoxiously loud, so... I think that's just a bit of... Like, that's your personal preference if you enjoy that or not. But some of them, like I said, the 1911 pistol feels like it's got oomph. The shotgun feels like it's got oomph. Just, some guns feel like they haven't got much, but I think that's just me nitpicking compared to 2. And the other good change is stealth. Having stealthed almost all the heists yesterday with Moronic and Stevo, my god, those are stealth in that game fun. Well, I say it's fun, but it's also irritating. I think it's just us lot, the way we bounce with each other. We tend to shout and scream at each other quite a bit when something goes wrong, but we're still friends afterwards. But anyway, stealth in that is amazing. There's one heist. It's the museum one. I can't think of its name. It's like under the something. I want to say under the sofa, but I think that's right. Hang on, I've got a thumbnail there somewhere. Where is it? Under the surface. Under the surface. That is one heist I wasn't a fan of in loud. When I first did it, I was dreading going into the stealth, but I went into that stealth and I loved it. I wish I streamed my POV on that because that stealth was just fun. Like I've got a clip here. From either Moronic or Stevo's, whoever I decide to use, I'll probably use Stevo's POV for this because I think he's got it better than Moronic's has for fun standard. But I'll leave both their Twitches down below because we're gonna play a lot of Payday 3 together. But yeah, just this clip right here, this was the night for our stealth run.
I'm just saying, this one's a penis with a funny head. This one's just a weird penis. And this one's just a golden penis. Is that better?
No, that's worse.
What do you want to call it?
Sort out, I'm shooting both of you with this. It's not silenced. I got kind of...
Rude.
What a conversation to walk in on and then get shot in the face.
And then we got, I think after that, we started looking for those things, and like, there's something I'd never seen before. We had, like, floor traps, like, floor lasers, we had motion sensors, motion lasers, and that was just, like, the most fun heist stealth. Like, map design compared to 2 in this one so far on launch, mwah, chef's kiss. The heists in this game feel amazing, especially in stealth, especially with the new casing that you can do now. You can go into, like, you can go into private areas unmasked. You can now interact with more things. You can do, if you know how, you can do no rest for the wicked maskless, if you know how. And it's fantastic. I've done it twice so far. I've done it once on my own and once with a friend. Actually, me, Steve, and Warnick did it on Overkill. We did it maskless on Overkill on that stream, so that was fun. So yeah, I'd say that's the positive side of Payday 3. But now you go on to the negative sides, and this is really what this video is about. This video's been on 11 minutes basically. Oops. Oh well. Anyway, this is where to me it gets bad. The first one, this is a bit picky by me, but I kind of understand it. Is content-wise, it feels very lackluster. We get 8 heists. Don't get me wrong, they're amazing heists. I'm not mad about getting only 8 heists. Like, Payday 2 had, I think, 12, but a lot of them were mix-ups. Like, you had bank heist cash, random, deposit, gold, which basically filled up most of it. You had 2 jewelry stores. And at least with Payday 3, all the heists have their own theme. And I think that justifies there only being 8 for now, because Payday 2 has been out for, like, 10 years. So it's got all the DLCs, which added to it, So I went into this expecting a lot less heists. Right. So for only getting 8, the quality we got isn't bad. And we're getting DLC soon, so you know it will change, but it'll go through the Payday 2 cycle. So I'm not mad about that. I'm more mad about the customization side of things when it comes to content. There's not many weapons, not much masks, and not much customization you can do to the masks, which is one thing I love doing in Payday 2. I love customizing the masks in Payday 2 because they felt like me, which I know a lot of people will find weird, but I think there's a lot of people out there that agree with me. You make a mask, that's you. You know, that's your thing. It's like when I play DBD on this channel. I can do this. It's like when you play Payday. When you play DBD, you get a character you like. For example, like Feng or something, and you get cosmetics for Feng. Oh, sorry, Feng. I don't fucking know her name. We've got Yui. Yui's easier. He's the main Yui anyway. And you get the cosmetics Yui that you like, right? And you run these cosmetics, your main cosmetics. That's it. That is your Yui, right? That is what you look like. That is your DBD character. And to me, that's what the mask was. You could customize this mask, and that was you, right? You've made this. This is your mask. This is your heister. But in Payday 3, there was so little customization that it feels like a huge step backwards. And for what you can customize, it's just very lackluster to me. Extremely lackluster. That's where my content drought is. I don't mind it. Like I said, don't mind it being 8 heists. We'll get more soon. They're solid heists. Multiple ways you can do them. They're very solid. And I know a lot of people disagree with that, but my personal opinion, I think they're very solid. I don't think there's a weak heist. But we'll see down the line. When I get more expensive the game, more expensive a build, and I'll find a weak heist. But I like them all. You know, I just wish we had more weapons, more customization to the weapons, and all that. The other thing is, I haven't got this noted down, but I just remembered it, is the weekly C-stack system. If you haven't played Payday 3 yet, what this is play Payday 2, you know the Continental coins, right? Imagine Continental coins, but you had to pay a set amount of money per one. So it starts with like 90,000 for 10, right? The more I buy, in a week, by the way, the more I buy, that price goes up. So it starts off, you can get 10 C-stack coins for 90 grand. I bought about 50. I bought 40 to get a charm, right? So my C-stack thing went up to 40. And I had to pay $1 million or like 2 million to get C-stacks, C-stack coins. And that refreshes every week. So that's 7 days. Then it goes down to 90 again. So they've gone for that pure live service thing. And I think that hurts the game. Then there's the challenges, but I'll go into that as well. I'm thinking more negatives as I'm going. I had listed, but anyway. So the C-stack coins need changing Overkill. I'm sorry, but that is just them going for a live service model. And I mean, I guess Payday 2 is live service, but not to this extent. This is just... And my biggest worry is I know there's going to be monetization in this game later. And I'm afraid that C-Stack is going to become a microtransaction. Which is why they've got it set like this. So you can either grind your money and over grind. And get your C-Stacks, get your charm, get your mask, get your weapon attachments. Yes, weapon attachments are now C-Stack. But anyway, you can do all this and get your C-Stacks, or fork out $15 of actual cash. And if Overkill do go that route, then that's kind of extremely scummy. But I heard that they're going for cosmetic microtransactions, but we also heard them say they won't get the microtransactions of Payday 2, but the saves happened. So I'm taking that with a grain of salt. Then we've got the experience. So the experience, the way they're doing it, is very different from what I've noticed. In Payday 2, you complete a heist, you get XP. You get bonus XP for stealthing said heist. Not in Payday 3. Either way you finish the heist, doesn't matter. Because you have to do it through challenges now. You have to do it through weapon challenges, heist challenges, this, that, and the other challenges. So you beat those challenges, that's your XP. If you do a heist and you don't do a single challenge, you get no XP. You won't level up. And that sucks. I don't know why that's a thing. Keep us playing longer? I don't know. I think the way the Payday 3 is, like, all these little things to me hurt the game. But again, I still think it's a good game, don't get me wrong. But it's just little things that I think need changing in this game, and that is definitely one of the challenges. Like, let me get it through XP. Give me a reason to stealth, because it's stealth. Like I said, stealth is stellar fun, right? But if I do all my challenges and there's no point to me stealthing, I'm gonna run into a heist and do it loud. I'll do no rest of the week in like 10 minutes. So I'll just do it loud. You know, easy money. I've got no point to stealth it. So that is so far my negatives for Payday until we get to this one. And this is the one everyone knows about. This is the absolute fucking joke. Payday 3 being online only. This has got to be a business decision by Deep Silver or Starbreeze. I am not blaming Overkill for this one in the slightest. Not in the slightest is this one Overkill. This is on Starbreeze or Deep Silver. They've gone online only. So if you don't know what online only is, you need a network connection to play the game. Even if you're playing solo. There is no offline mode. So if you're playing solo, you are on a dedicated server. And the issue is, the reason, like I said, I might have said this earlier, I don't know, well, I'm ranting now. The reason the gameplay you're watching now is from a week ago is because servers have been down constantly. When it came out to early access, it was down for about half an hour, and me and Veronica thought, it's early access, okay. It's fine. Got to Wednesday, and we jokingly said, you wait till tomorrow. The servers are gonna crash. We said it in a joking way, because we knew it would go down for like, I don't know, 2 hours, right? Because it's a new game, everyone's on it. No, but I don't think anybody expected the game to be unplayable for 48 fucking hours. The servers dropped all night for most of the next day. And we got to day 3, and they'd only just started getting stable. And then guess what happens? The servers go down again. And it's because it's online only. And with the servers being down, nobody can play their game. And that has led to a lot of, understandably, very pissed off people. If you look at Steam, the game went from overwhelmingly positive in the early access to, I don't know, let me go over look what it's at now. Hang on, let me have a look. Payday 3, store page. But it's gone down to 33. Oh, actually, it's gone up. It was 30% yesterday, but it's gone to 33% of the 23,727 viewers are positive. And that's going to kill. If Overkill don't get on top of this, it's going to hurt the game big time. Because if you look at a game like... Actually, I saw some Discord. Someone said if you look at Back for Blood and what that game is now, but it doesn't matter because of how shit it was at launch with the servers, the content, that game died quick. They pumped out 3 DLCs, but nobody cared because they'd all moved on from the game because of its launch. And if Overkill aren't careful, people will be funding this game, by the way. People that have brought additions to all this. I'm not even mentioning the PS5 issues, by the way, because that's a whole different fucking kettle of fish. But people will be funding this game. People are telling people not to buy this fucking game. They are reviewing it negatively on Steam because they can't fucking play it. And it's all because someone at Starbreeze or someone at Deep Silver went, we need to go online only. It's the only way to stop cheaters. Or to stop pirates. And that's all bullshit, because apparently pirates are fucking running rampant, and DLC unlockers will exist in Payday 3 anyway. So all they're doing is making it online only, so you have to buy shit. That's it. Like, people have... There is an offline mode. People have modded the offline mode from the files. Right? There's no progress in it or anything, but it's a mod because of all that. But the fact it exists in the fucking game and they took it out is bullshit. It's anti-consumer. That's the other thing. And Overkill can what they've asked for fixing it, but the devs are doing what they can, which honestly to me seems like nothing, because it's always peak time it goes down. Peak time it goes down, and then when it's no longer peak time, server starts stabilizing, and Overkill tweet out, "Look, we fixed it." But it hits peak time again, and guess what? They drop again. So they clearly didn't fucking fix it. So what they do? So all they're doing is that it's almost like Overkill don't care. That might sound harsh, and also don't blame the devs. I don't blame the devs for most of this. I don't blame the devs for it being on the online only system. Like I said, that's probably the higher ups. I blame the devs for not being ready. That's what I blame the devs for. They weren't ready. They tested it, and they weren't ready. And the way people like Almir Listo handled it isn't right. I remember seeing a clip from like him doing a dev stream on Payday 2, and someone's like, online only, what would happen if servers go down? And Almir, with the most confidence, goes, they won't. Like, okay. And it comes out and they haven't been up. And whenever Almir gets asked, like, is there any of this, he comes back with the same generic response. He goes, it could happen. It depends if you guys want it enough. If you guys want it enough, I'll pass it on to the dev team. And that's all he ever answers. It's like, well, clearly, I mean, people want it enough. You just, like, honestly keep saying a generic response and hope they realise it. Yeah, that is... Honestly, like I said, Payday 3 needs to do something. I don't know if they're going to add an offline mode, but they need to. They need to make, or at least make a private lobby, which then goes peer-to-peer. So that when, like, for example, me, Steve, and Moronic play, we're not on a dedicated server. If I play solo, I'm not on a dedicated server, so I'm not taking up room. Because they did say, well, they hinted at... Actually, no, they did say it, but they haven't proved it yet. They said that it was because there's so many people trying to play the game that this server's overloaded. That's what they said. But, I don't know if that's the case, or if the server's just dog shit. But the fact people are funding it, the negative reviews on Steam, the backlash it's getting from videos, and I'm not exactly helping the matter, but I want to say something about it. Because, like I said, I want the game to succeed. I want Overkill to succeed. I want this game to live. I want this game to go on, because, like I said, it's a fun game. It's a good game. Me, Steve, I'm going to have a blast when we play it. If the servers work. But Well, I don't know what else to say. I've sat and ranted now. I want to sit and have a rant and give it a little bit of a review, but yeah, I'll start mentioning servers now. So it's just I don't know. I'd love to know whose idea it was at Starbreeze or like I said, Deep Silver. And the microtransactions coming in, I hope Overkill do it right and it's not OP weapon skins again like Payday 2 or just really shit cosmetics. Because if it is, it shows the online only was just to monetize. And if that happens, the game won't last long because it needs its fans and its fans are turning their back on it. The fans are leaving because they feel Overkill and Deep Silver turned their back on them, which is completely fair. Yeah. That's it for me. I'm gonna go and try to play Payday. And hope I don't get matchmaking error. Appreciate everyone that watched the video. And let's hope Payday 3 gets better. Cheers guys. Bye bye.